resided in before we got introduced to smaller individual units. Used to come together as a whole family, you know, and it would, like our addresses today, you know, our number addresses, that was pretty much what our house posts were. It was to let the people know who resided in those homes, and you know, kind of like a family crest type thing, you know, to share with the people on the meaning and purpose of a little bit of our house posts. So that's you know, a little bit of introduction of our house post, and then also seeing it all over Vancouver, you know, other schools, Stanley Park, and that also describes who we are as Coast Salish people, Musqueam people. You know, a lot of people are, you know, familiar with the totem poles, but the totem poles come from the northern tribes. All in Coast Salish territory, we use the house posts to to identify who we are. So at this time, we'll unveil the house posts, and after it's unveiled, we'll share a little bit of you know, what our artist Brent seen and envisioned as he was preparing to do this. And so whoever was asked to come and help with the unveiling, we can do that now. While they're getting ready to unveil, you know, mention from our chief that Brent, you know, learning how to carve and all the artwork from his mom and other mentors throughout his you know, artist career, and he's been doing it for quite a few years, and he really enjoyed, you know, the students coming down to help him to take part in it. He said it was so nice to see that, you know, the future, you know, coming to help them and be a part of it, and that they will share that with their children and their community when they get older, and, you know, share that experience with their family and community. So we'll be ready to reveal.
My daughter was one of them, lucky ones.
So this was share a little bit to describe once again what Brent, you know, seen and envisioned, and you know, to our students and staff, you know, it's a wonderful day, a wonderful experience to be a part of this, you know, for generations to come, and, you know, to encourage everyone, students, staff, teachers, you know, to share the meaning behind the house post that was, you know, here today. The woman's face, beautiful woman's face, our matriarchs. We are matriarchal society. Our teachings go far, go deep, you know, generations back. And if, you know, our women in our families and our communities, they're the ones that pass down a lot of the teachings and everything. And it's another good example, you know, Brent and his mom, Susan, you know, working together, you know, sharing the stories of the past, of our future, our past generations. Need to understand where it comes from, and again, you know, thousands of years. So that's what why he has the woman as the house post, because of the matriarch system that we have. The salmon wrapped around like a blanket, you know, and how important that the salmon is to us as Musqueam people. We've moved along the what is called the Fraser River today, right from New Westminster down. We had villages, and we still use those waters for that wonderful food source, the salmon. and we just wanted to share that, you know. The salmon, you know, on there wrapped like almost like a blanket. You see both sides. You see the salmon are coming up, so like they were coming back up the river, you know, to spawn further up. So that's the connection that we have with the water, with the salmon, and how important the salmon is to us. In the middle of the house post, the spindle whorl, that's a really important tool. You heard our chief talking about weavings. You know, we used to have mountain goats in our mountains there, just north of us. And we used to use that and different other materials to make our blankets. And we always say how important the blanket is to, you know, that warm embrace, that hug. Like you see our honored guest covered in a blanket today. That's to honor him, and that's to give him that warm hug, to let him know that he's, you know, that respect and honor that we have for him as a wonderful artist that he is. And so that's it was a really major important tool, along with the spear in the middle, and that's how we would spin our wool, you know, to make those strands of wool to make into the weaving blankets. So that's just a little bit of description of the house post, and also the eagles inside the spindle whorl there. Important that the spindle whorl, you see two eagles. They often have wisdom and knowledge. You see that the eagles moving counterclockwise shape, that is known to Musqueam, known to be the way of the water and the way of life. And like, you know, we've heard other sayings, you know, the circle of life, and that's why you know, he designed that and carved that in there. So it's just a little bit of what Brent and some of the students here and other schools, you know, was a part of. Just wanted to share, you know, the importance of that, and that's always important also to share who we are, you know, to let the people know what we see and what we envision, and even what we feel when we're getting ready to carve and do paintings and everything like that. So that's the description of our house post that our artist has made for Southlands School. And he's also one of Southlands alumni, along with the rest of us, you know. Most of the Musqueam people have come to this school, along with myself and a couple of the witnesses that I called, and other people that attended today's event. So we'll go into, want to share an honor song to honor Brent, you know, for the wonderful work he does.